And so good morning from Istanbul, Turkey. I have been to Istanbul more times than I can count. It's a city I've loved, walked, and watched over the years, but this time felt a bit different. The energy, the rhythm, and the prices. So come with me as I revisit the main spots and let's see the good, the bad, and everything in between. Alrighty guys, heading out. And so this is where today's video sponsor, Level 8, comes in. For me, my absolute go-to. These carry-on luggages, I mean, just look at it. It looks super sleek. This one in particular is the aluminium Gibraltar suitcase. Quality of these cases is very impressive. I've had a few of them. This one is actually the oldest. I've had it for many years. And they actually have a lifetime limited warranty. So in case something happens, you reach out to them, they're gonna help you out. But it's truly kind of, I would say, a luxury suitcase at a more affordable rate. Look, they do worldwide shipping and they have a very wide variety of products. So just check out their website. They ship to, I believe, Europe, Canada, US, completely for free. And when it comes to the checked luggage, also many different models. But for me, I'm always a carry-on guy. I just like to keep it simple. A new model they have is actually the one with the wide grip. So much more stuff fits in. You can basically sit on it, even if you weigh like an adult human, not just like a child. Absolute game changer. Super durable. A piece that's gonna last you many years. The wheels, honestly, I've never had a suitcase that just has wheels that are smooth as butter. And as of right now, with my code Danny15, you can get 15% off any of their cases. So basically you can sit on these things. These guys are getting jealous over there. So Level 8, first thing in the description. And with that, let's get back. From here we're seeing actually most of it. This is the other side of the water. It's actually a different continent we're looking on. And today I want to take you along on a bit of a tour. How is Istanbul right now? I'm gonna be here for a good week and I've actually already been here a couple of days. And I have to tell you, there is a very particular charm to it. It's a very old city with very different neighborhoods. And today I want to take you with me a little bit, how you could be spending 2-3 days here. Some of the famous spots, some of my go-to spots, also a little bit off the beaten path. And yeah, let's get into Istanbul. We made it to the main shopping street. Nice and sunny day. And I gotta tell you, very first time I came to Turkey, I was quite surprised because it feels very European. I don't know what it says about Central Europe, about Germany, France, but some streets and city centers feel exactly the same. But this, honestly, I even prefer a little bit. It's like so the İstiklal Road, I would say, is an interesting mix of very nice shops, some street food. It's kind of like in some ways the regular shops, you know, from most of Europe, really. The Zara's, the H&M's, but with that also some Turkish stuff, some candy, some like kebabs. So very chill vibe, very European. How do you feel about it? You got Lisa's always saying.
I just love Istanbul, and yeah.
Are you gonna tell him the secret?
Yeah, the secret is I hated Turkey, like with pure heart, because I worked here and it wasn't like a great experience. And when Danny first said like, let's go to Istanbul, you're gonna love it, I was like, no way.
I was like, yeah, you will.
Yeah, but right now I'm just in love with this city, with this vibe, with Turkey as well.
That's what I like about Istanbul. It has very different side. It has like the old historical quarters, which can be very touristy, to be fair, where you go. And then this, I would call it kind of like a middle-class shopping area, because from what I understand is there's like some more fancy districts. So this is an interesting mix of a bit touristy, still always busy, always buzzing. I think today is a Saturday. I don't keep track of these things too much, just working every day, but let's get some food. It's 12, haven't eaten anything. Oh, there's the famous İstiklal train passing by. And consider... Oh, hello. So we're stopping for a little breakfast. Go-to here is the menemen and the famous Turkish A lentil soup. Thank you, good sir. What was your name?
You're welcome. My name is Reza.
Reza?
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too, man.
Found a new
Thanks.
subscriber.
Thank you.
How do you say thank you in Turkish?
Teşekkürler.
Rica ederim.
Rica ederim.
Yeah, no. In the Turkish, if you want to say the thank you, you said teşekkür ederim.
So, little local place, nothing too fancy, but I love this area. Like local grocery shops, people having breakfast, somebody's dog
Yeah, it's so
sitting over there. And if you haven't heard, Istanbul is the city of cats. Throughout the day, we're probably going to meet dozens, if not hundreds of them. In the morning, one was out of the window peeking to us. So yeah, I'll take you for a little walk. Let's have breakfast. And prices are pretty good, even though we're in the center. How much was this? This was 200?
200 liras.
Oh, okay. $5. All right, not bad. Center price. Still delicious. Carcat. Yo. Oh, this one comes.
Famous fish wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw them on the internet. And look, get this.
So actually, quite surprisingly, it's not that long to get from up there all the way down to the water, to the Bosphorus. And wow, what a view on a sunny day. This is amazing. So they have completely renewed this neighborhood. I remember many years ago when I was here for the first time, this wasn't here. So super nice walking path and just the breeze with all the, how do you call them? Seagulls, yeah?
Seagulls.
So from there you're seeing the big bridge. This is the one you usually arrive if you come from one of the airports. Wow, and there's jellyfish, tons of jellyfish in the water.
Yeah.
Crazy, absolutely beautiful. It's one of the best parts about Istanbul. You can just walk around by the water and it's such an energy. Can't compare it to anything else. And the famous thing about here is like there's a different continents. One is part of Europe, other one's Asia. And you're pretty much 1 minute away. Just a little, geographical fun fact. But yeah, absolutely beautiful around here. We are enjoying very much the view of the old city. So pretty much all the way at the bottom at the water where we walked yesterday. On the other side, so you have this modern mall on one hand, and on the other one is this kind of like old school, super nice. Hope we're not gonna get ripped off, but price actually pretty good. And I have my sister joining today.
Hello.
You just started YouTube a couple months ago, right?
Yes, really.
So we're mentoring her a little bit as well. How's it going?
It was tough, guys. It was so full, lots of people, huge crowds, but Istanbul is really beautiful, especially today on a sunny day.
Yeah.
Really enjoying the travel journey here.
So that is actually a funny thing. This video might come out a good bit later, but today is the end of Ramadan, and with that the crowd is like I've never seen Istanbul before. Like I know it always is. If you avoid the tourist areas, it's very chill. You can catch a coffee, you can have a nice tea, sit by the water, take the ferry. You're one of 10 people on the ferry during the week. It's like very actually peaceful, almost like poetic. You're out on the Bosphorus, and right now the ferries are just filled to the brim. And I think this is more of like a, I guess, foreign tourist area because there's nobody here, just thousands of seagulls. I think it's a miracle that we haven't been pooped on yet, but what is not still can be. So yeah, gonna try a little fish do them and enjoy the view. So how's it called? It's the Ait holiday right now. Nice to see. I feel like people from all the surrounding areas come, but it's really a different kind of mass tourism right now going on in Istanbul. So
nice breeze. And I like this one.
Yeah.
So another really cool thing is you can see really a lot by just walking around. It's very hilly, so we actually want to take some transportation to go up. It's kind of out of service. They have like a tunnel. And this behind me is the famous Gelata Tower. Looks super aesthetic from most parts of the city. You can see it. Lots of nice cafes. For some reason, they were very hyped about cheesecake here. What is it? They have a nuzret for the most overpriced steak. But yeah, beautiful Saturday vibes. Walked back up in the city, and actually this is our hotel. Let me give you a quick look. We got a big fruit fan on our hands. Thank you.
Jew line.
You have the key? So we're staying at a little side street boutique hotel. Honestly, it's quite surprising how affordable it is. When I booked it, I really didn't expect anything. I think I paid like 26 euro, 28 bucks. And I'm sure during the season it's a good bit more. So basically, it's Harry Potter's closet. No, it's really cute. So it's an attic. And I was at first a bit concerned that we're not going to have any space, but actually here, kind of like have all the stuff. And beautiful rooftop view, nice amount of daylight. So for a couple of days, really nice atmosphere. We even had a cat in the morning rolling up on our window. So in the off season, amazing deals. We're right in the city center, like right by the main shopping street. So on a different day, we are in a neighborhood I've never been to in Istanbul. I've been to the city probably like a good 10 times over the last, what is it? I think first time here was in 2020. And this is the Ortakoy neighborhood, and it's very famous for this mosque here on the Bosphorus. You have this big bridge in the background. So it looks super cool. Always wanted to come out, and it looked kind of like small, like just kind of like the church to view, but actually they have like a big, huge market next to it. It's pretty cool. Not the Grand Bazaar, but still fairly nice. Here's some like, I always wonder, what is that? These sauces there. Of course, you can get yourself a Gucci bag. There's some busyness. Kind of the cats here are a bit more thick, and here always people are fishing, and what we're seeing is one brother on the lookout, and we got fishermen doing their business, and these guys always watching. And you know, I've teased it a little bit in the beginning of this video that I've been here a little bit over a year ago when it was a bit warmer, and I've never published that material, just never got around to it. So I thought, let me give you the full impression of how it looks here in very early spring. I'm filming as of 2nd of April this video. I think it's gonna come out a little bit later. And I remember driving on the ferry, more sunny vibes, also on the other side, the market, everything. So let's do a little bit of time traveling. So here's for you, Istanbul during summer. Guys, we have made it onto the other side of the water, pretty much just a station. You can easily walk it 20 minutes, but let's say like that, the vibe right away is quite a bit different. Almost feels like, in a way, different neighborhood, perhaps, maybe different country, but it is a different continent we're on right now. And the Grand Market should be somewhere around the corner, so that's where we're going to be heading to right now. So lots of mosques around the area. Actually, the famous Hagia Sophia is here, probably going to pass by there as well. But yeah, wow. Actually, now we're looking on the other side, seeing the Gelata Tower. Probably also seeing my home from here. So yeah, let's get into the bazaar. Ooh, probably one of the largest markets that I personally know. Let's say it like that. When you walk in, it starts a little bit more touristy. They're having food, they're having kind of like even fruits, spices, things like that, a little bit more touristy. The deeper you go in, the more it starts to get like whatever, like counterfeit stuff, all kinds of different games. We get approached quite frequently. I'm wearing flip-flops right now, so there's some guy like telling me like, hey man, I got some shoes for you, don't worry, like I'll hook you up. And yeah, let's say like that. Gonna walk around here a little bit. I personally really like the vibe. Definitely come here when you have a bit more energy, just because of how many people there is. But I think if you're into markets, it's probably one of the best places in the world. It's fairly neat, but at the same time a bit raw around the edges, in the sense that they just have literally everything here. And oh, look at that. These huge stones. Only $717 for this one, so I'd say that's a bargain. So yeah, lots of decoration, accessories, and obviously also like, you know, Turkey is famous for its clothing production, so that is obviously a big thing as well. So what a lot of people are doing is coming to Turkey with empty baggages, empty suitcases, pretty much for this place in particular. Well guys, if I am spending a couple of days in Istanbul, obviously have to stop by one of the main places. So on the one side we are having the Blue Mosque, and on the other side is the Hagia Sophia. So obviously one of, like I said, the much more busier areas, but just in terms of the aesthetic and just generally, I feel like Istanbul, even though it's a super busy, also super touristy city, even in these type of neighborhoods, it's kind of like nice to go for a walk. And I would say the view and the vibe speaks for itself. So I think today just gonna keep it much more, let's say, in a way, busy and fast-paced. Just kind of like passing through different neighborhoods. Gonna be trying a little bit more of the Turkish coffee, enjoying a little bit. Definitely mission is to find a nice cafe with a nice view. But for right now, I would say let's go somewhere in Istanbul where I have never been before. For that, we're gonna hop on the ship. But yeah, generally this neighborhood, I think the Hagia Sophia used to be a church at some point, from what I've heard. And pretty much, yeah, cut the rest out. Guys, it's time to go into the waters of Istanbul. So boarding a pretty large ferry gives me a little bit of flashback to some like Manhattan, New Jersey ferry or something like that. And yeah, I think the view is going to be quite something just going up here already. So the cool thing is it's kind of like public transport, so it costs like 50 cents to basically get this crazy view of all the major mosques around here. Let's see. Actually, well, let's say it like that. 20 minutes on a ship probably would have taken at least over an hour by car. It felt like we're just leaving the city behind. And this area is called Kadikoy, a place that I really haven't been last time, not even in a close neighborhood. How are you doing, my man? All good? Are you the coffee man?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, well, let me try your work then here. Well, he didn't stay for the review. I have to say it's not the best one I've had. But, you know, Turkish coffee, I think I'm slowly developing the taste for it. So let's say like that. It seems like it's a bit more of a local neighborhood in the sense of not as touristy as like the Gelata area, or like where in the beginning of the video, not as old and historical as the one with the mosques, but kind of like a nice mix, feels a bit more local. And I would say the drive here is kind of the best part in many ways. So gonna have a little coffee, walk around a little bit, and yeah, I would say pretty good first day. But yeah, really the best part is that easily with the ships you can explore most parts of the city, and it's almost kind of like an excursion without the annoying tour guides telling you about everything. So I like it.
What's your name? What's your name, Mejit?
Mejit?
Yes.
Mejit, you're the best coffee maker in town.
Yes.
So you could say like that. In many ways, it's a similar vibe as in the more touristy, more famous neighborhood we have been before. It's just everything a bit more affordable, everything a bit more, let's say, local. You see, I would say like probably touristy amount maybe here is like 30-40%, whereas in the other neighborhoods probably 70-80%. And so yeah, Kadikoy, pretty cool. Took the boat back, as you can imagine. The light, the energy going back. We're back on, I think, Kadikoy. So the main side where the video started. I think tomorrow I'm gonna take you a little bit around this neighborhood as well. But for right now, evening, the vibe, really a place. And I was just thinking, that is in many ways why I like Istanbul. It's because the city has a structure. I cannot compare it to anything else. For now, see you tomorrow. So guys, this is the home here for the next couple of days. I have to tell you, super freaky Airbnb, but kind of interesting. Maybe I'll show you later a bit more. Let's hit the streets. Alrighty guys, so here is like some type of more or less famous breakfast shop. Looks pretty cool, I have to say, especially the thing in the background. Sorry? Sorry guys. Guys, we're starting the day hopping out this neighborhood. I've heard it's kind of nice. Cihangir, they say. I didn't really know what it is when I was looking up the Airbnb. So the place I'm staying at right now is quite a bit freaky. Maybe I'm gonna show you a little bit more. But they say cafes, restaurants in the neighborhood. So we're like 10-minute walk from the main streets. But also, I was like, hey, Turkish breakfast, try the regular go-to. I didn't expect too much, but I have to say visually it looks super nice, having some Turkish coffee. This is gonna fuel us, let's say, throughout the day. Nothing like too complicated, basically just a lot of different ingredients, marmalades, eggs. Yeah. I'm gonna start a little Istanbul adventure right now. But I think my favorite basket is the bread basket here. Tastes like pure butter, basically.
Проверяю каждую клубничку, нет ли там зеленого, нет ли там какого-то. Хочешь писать?
Thank you. That душит меня. Well, you might get unintended hugs, you know. Well. So perhaps my second favorite mode of transport. Seriously, just taking a different type of transport here as an experience. Yep, this one. So it's kind of like a little tram underground, takes you all the way down because walking is quite a bit intense. Down a little bit easy, up different story. So yeah, we'll be by the water in a minute. So guys, even though it's cloudy, we're walking up some stairs to hopefully get some kind of view. Also gonna have perhaps a little special guest tonight. So the place is called Kubbe. Hopefully it's not gonna start raining right now. A little bit is already, but you have a terrace. Okay. I guess. I would say probably best view in Istanbul. It's a cloudy day, so I guess it speaks for it. You're pretty much seeing everything you see yesterday where we have been down with the boat. And we're seeing the most famous man in Sri Lanka. How have you been, man?
Great. It's good to see you in my beautiful city, Istanbul, which is one of my favorite cities.
So you said actually your roots are also Turkish?
Yeah,
like, we are ethnically, right?
We are technically, ethnically, we are Turkic, so we come from Central Asia.
No, it surprised me that you actually speak Turkish.
Yes.
Out of nowhere you started. Yes, it's pretty cool. So Davut, you have maybe seen him in the Sri Lanka video series. You've actually just been there recently again, right?
Yes, I went back to do the school opening and gonna be last visit for this year. So next year again. Maybe we should do again together.
I mean, yeah, I might. So definitely good to see you. And wait, so you said like you keep coming back here, right?
Yes, I come almost like every 3 months. My doctors are here and I come and relax. Since I speak the language, I know the food, it's so easy for me to pick it up.
What would you say is like the biggest selling point of Turkey?
People and food, I think two great things. And this is the best time to come here.
And medical? And I think also...
there's a big medical tourism right now. For hair transplantation and teeth.
I feel like in terms of price, Istanbul is probably one of like the best values in this area of the world. Huge city, yeah.
If you come here with dollars or euros, it's great. You get a great value for your money.
All right. Well, we just ordered, so let's see what we're gonna get.
The fancy way. We just order in this planchette, and we don't have to talk even to the waiter. We just order, and then it's gonna come in a few minutes.
Hopefully, we shall see.
Bu kadar ya. Başka bir şey yapmamıza gerek yok. Kahveleri nasıl olacak How do you want your coffee?
Some it's like the columns of the mosque. Pretty cool.
Here we go.
Thank you, sir.
Look at this.
Nice.
Let's keep them. My camera needs
So here we are, back again. Hope you enjoyed this little, something I've never done. Sometimes there's some countries I film a video and then like bigger travel series just get in the way where I end up not publishing the footage, and Istanbul was one of those things. I always knew that it's sitting somewhere, it should see the light of day. And yeah, overall, one of the biggest cities in the world, one of my favorite cities in the world. Not everything I like about it, especially last couple of days here was kind of like holidays, was a bit intense, very many people. What is quite interesting is the prices really went up. I remember since the last time being here, first of all, the currency really, it's kind of like a sad thing if you consider that a lot of people had savings in the Turkish lira. Currency pretty much went from whatever it has been, like dropped value, I think by more than 2 times in the last couple of years. And with that, you would think Istanbul became maybe a bit more affordable if you compare it to the dollar or euro. But actually what I have to say is right now, just walking around, overall, coffee's $4 or $5, a meal, $10. I remember it to be a bit more affordable, so if anybody has been here, is from here, knows about it, let me know, like, how is the cost of living in Turkey in the last couple of years relative to everything? Is it like getting much worse as things are getting much more expensive? Are the wages going up? Because still it's very good value for a mega city, but it's not what it was even like 1.5 years ago when you saw the footage from before. So if anybody knows, I'm curious to hear down below. And other than that, I'm gonna take in a little bit the Ortakoy view in, and you got a world to see. Join me on Instagram if you wanna see where I am right now. Wow, what a place.